5 minutes, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you a demo GLG flow with a KFS and a loan agreement. And for this, we've prepared like this mock app of what application would be open on your agent's tab. It could also be the app or website that you offer directly to your consumers. But here we are taking a app which would be open your on your agent's tab. Once this is done, I'm going to show you how to set this up in Leegality. And again, this screen that you see right now, this is just like a mock app I've made for the agent's tab. So they'll click on new JLG loan. The first thing they'll have to do is, this is the first thing that we showed again, even in the presentation, that you'll have to build a ATM like menu of all the languages, right? That people in the area that you're lending in speak. So let's say these are the commonly spoken languages. Your agent selects, let's say, Hindi. So your entire interface should also be then available in Hindi. But let's say it's not Hindi that people speak. They speak Marathi. So as you'll see, everything has been changed to Marathi. It seems like Hindi because they're very similar languages. But I switch to, let's say, Bangla. So if you'll see, everything should change to Bangla. I'll go back to Hindi because I understand Hindi and English. Yeah. So they'll fill the application form for the borrowers. They'll proceed, they'll do the KYC, and once that is done, they'll launch the KFS agreement. So as you'll see, this is a fully filled KFS agreement. It's in Hindi because we chose Hindi previously. But let's say you had chosen some other language. Let's say you had chosen Kannada. So this agreement would have been available to you in Kannada, and this button, if you see Aage Bhade, this would be available to you in Kannada also. And I'll just show you how this button and the interface looks. While I can't change the language of the agreement because this has already been executed in Hindi from the start. Had we had chosen Bangla previously, it would have been in Kannada or Bangla. So let's say I've chosen Kannada here. So if you see, the language of the interface changes. I'll switch back to Hindi. And this information, you can pass it directly from your LOS LMS. This is the same information you would have passed in the application stage. Another thing I wanted to show you here is one thing we mentioned during the demo, or sorry, rather during the pitch, and I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna set my network as 3G network, which is quite common in rural area. Your implementation team would be quite familiar with what I'm doing. What, simply put, in my Chrome browser, I've set my network as 3G network. So even though I have a very good working Wi-Fi system, the system that you'll see right now, rather the demo you'll see right now, would be on a 3G network for this KFS. So I'll just click on Aage Bhade, and this is all happening again on 3G. It asks for my eSign consent. If you'll see, the eSign consent is also in Hindi. And actually, I just wanted to show you how this eSign consent changes as I switch my language. So let's say my language is Odia. I'll click this. If you'll see, this language changes. You're choosing. So I'll just switch back to Hindi. Sorry, I keep switching it back and forth between languages. I just wanted to show everyone that, this functionality of how it works. So I'll click on Dastaveez sign kare. My KFS has been signed. Now what's going to happen here is, once my KFS gets signed, I will get the sign on my WhatsApp along with the secure audit trail. I've already received it. So if you'll see, I've received the fully signed KFS and the audit trail. So this is the audit trail and this is the KFS. Here is my signature, which I just did. And in this audit trail, every detail about me as I opened this document till I signed it would get captured, including the device I'm using, the browser I'm using, my IP address, as well as my consent that I had provided in a vernacular language. So if you'll see, this is in Hindi. Had I chosen some other language, this would have been in the same language. Now let's go back to the agreement that we had just signed. If you'll see, this got signed entirely again in 3G network. And when you're implementing your recent system, this is the test that your implementation team will have to do very aggressively and very thoroughly to ensure that this works in rural India. So I'll just close this before I proceed to loan agreement. And because I want to take your focus onto something else. Once this is done, you don't have to trigger anything. The loan agreement can be configured in a way as soon as your KFS is done, because your customer is right there in front of the agent. you automatically take them from the KFS to loan agreement. There will be no additional click involved there. Automatically, as soon as KFS is signed, you direct them to the loan agreement. So this is my digital stamp on my loan agreement. It has a unique ID for the stamp. It has stamp serial number. The state's emblem is also printed on this, and on this we deface this and make it available to you. Plus, in the document also, if you'll see, we've put the same unique ID number for the stamp as well as the stamp serial number, so that when you get the physical stamp after you've executed it, you can match it very easily that this agreement is for this particular stamp. So this is my loan agreement in Hindi. Again, I'll click on Aage Badhe. And this is the first fraud prevention feature that we wanted to show you, which is a GPS capture. It's capturing my location right now. If you want, you can geofence it to your branch as we showed you previously. I'll click on Aage Badhe. Now, this is a instruction that's been given to me for face capture. It tells me what's exactly going to happen. This, in a way, is telling your borrower that this is what's going to happen. This is what you're expected to do, and these are the rules you have to follow for this face capture, so that they're not taken aback suddenly that camera gets switched on and they can see their face in this app. So this is the face capture. Okay, so this failed because I didn't follow the instructions in the screen. As you would have seen when I was moving my head, there were some instructions happening. Yeah, so this time I followed the instructions, so my face capture was correct. And what was essentially happening is the AI was trying to establish whether I'm a real person in front of the camera or I've put a photo in front of the camera, so that in the field, your agent can't just put a photo in front of the camera to do this face capture and get away with it. Now, you can choose whichever Aadhaar eSign type you want for your, or whichever works for your borrowers. For me, I'm going to do Aadhaar OTP sign. I'll give my eSign consent and I'll be taken to the ESP portal. Now, right now, this is a redirect, but we're also working on a new way to run our workflows wherein this thing will open within Leegality app itself. So I've given my consent to Protein. Now I'm going to enter my Aadhaar number. So just give me a second. And you can also screen right now, like it's white, it's fully Protein branded. If you want, you can also put your own logo, your own colors onto the screen. It's available for both Protein and CDSL. I think Verasis was also working on it, but we get to get confirmation if that's live with them or not. So I'll just enter the OTP which I've received on my mobile number. I'll verify OTP. And this is done. Like, this has taken me 5 minutes because I was also walking you through it. I was explaining it to you. But in the field, your agent would not need to explain it as much as I've explained it to you. So literally, this entire process for both KFS and the loan agreement can be done within 2 to 3 minutes, down from like hours, which it usually takes companies. And I'll quickly show you the loan agreement and its audit trail also, before I take you back into the product dashboard and show you how it's actually done. So this is my digital stamp. If you'll see, here is the signature I just did, and here is a signature which was automatically affixed for the MFI who had executed this JLG agreement using a doc signer. And again, you don't have to do anything for this automated signature. It gets automatically affixed to the agreement within 15 to 20 seconds. And this is the audit trail for this loan agreement. If you'll see, it will have my face capture. It will also have my GPS location capture that had happened. Plus, again, the eSign consent captured in a vernacular language. So yeah, this is how it would be on the front end for your borrowers and for your agent. But how do you set it up? All you have to do is you have to set it up on the back end once, and then your agents and your customers can very easily start using it. So I'm just logging into my Leegality account. Yeah, so this is my Leegality account. This is where you'll have to configure your workflows. Workflows are basically just like a skeleton of what you want to how you want your document to execute, right? I want my KFS to be executed in a certain way. I want the customer to just use a OTP less virtual sign, or what we call quick sign, and be done with it. But I don't want to enable or disable those settings every time I'm executing a KFS, right? So what I can do is I can just do one time configurations. For that, I'll just create a workflow. So I'll create a workflow. Let's say this is KFS workflow. For this, you again select a template, or you pass your KFS as a PDF from your LOS LMS. For now, I'll select a template that's already been made on my Leegality account. Had it been a loan agreement, you could also do stamping the way I had shown you previously. Like my agreement had a stamp, right? So all you need to do is just enable this stamp toggle and choose which stamp you want. But since this is a KFS, I'll just toggle that off. Then I'll go to next. This is my KFS, and if you'll see all of these template field data, I need to either fill while I'm sending this document from the dashboard, or I can also configure or integrate Leegality in a way that this detail automatically gets passed from LOS LMS to Leegality. And the agreement that goes out to the customer, it's already pre-filled so that your agent can't do a blank form signing. For now, I'm just gonna, while creating a workflow, you just click on next. You don't need to fill this. You'll need to fill when you're executing it. Then you add the number of borrowers you have. Let's say in a JLG group, there are 3 to 5 borrowers. So you just add 5 borrowers to this. You select from one of the many eSign types available to you. Since it's a KFS and we would want something quick and easy, so we'll choose a quick sign. You do this for everyone, every borrower, and once you're done, you can also enable and disable other options. Let's say you want to send them notifications on email, SMS, WhatsApp, wherever you want. Or you want to enable some security features like the GPS thing we showed you, or you want to enable liveliness feature or a face match feature. But this would be more relevant for loan agreements. So, but you can do that as well. Another thing, if you are executing a loan agreement, you want to block the user from Aadhaar, right? For that, let's say if you're using Aadhaar eSign, all you need to do is you need to enable verify signature detail and toggle on which parameter you want to verify it. You can enable smart name verification, which is the AI powered model we showed you. You can match it to the title, state, gender, whatever you want. Or you can also do a combination of 2 3 things so that the fraud prevention or recent blocking is foolproof. And once you're satisfied with your choices, all you need to do is click next and choose where you want the signature. Let's say I just want my signature here, and I can copy it to all pages. So automatically this e-sign will be available on all pages in the same place. So this is one signer. For second, I want to, let's say, place here. For third, I want to place here. And for fourth, I would like to place here, and so on and so forth. Once you're satisfied with all of these things, you click on save, you confirm,